Welcome, guys, to another video. I am the Poet the Killer, and in today's video, we're going to be reading the poem Platform of Elevation and the Opening of Opportunities. We're going to start off with Platform of Elevation. Everything comes back full circle. The fact we exist is really incredible. Everything stands still when time slows down. Feel the vibration in each and every sound. First, create the space of your liking and observe greatness. The path may be treacherous and narrow, but never digress. Good things happen to those who wait their turn. The travel is a marathon, therefore enjoy the ride before it's gone. And that is Platform of Elevation. Now it says, everything comes back full circle. The fact we exist is really incredible. Now, like I've said, I know I've said this a lot of time in my videos, of the 0, 6, and 9. That is a form of everything coming back in full circle because that's a form of a womb, right? We've got the 0 as the cosmic womb, this universe, right? And then we've got 6, which represents the female or the feminine principle. I don't want to just say female, the feminine principle. That's what 6 represent. So everything feminine is directly connected to this cosmic womb. So whenever this cosmic womb evolves, anything feminine with it, you know what I mean, we evolve too. So if you want to talk about the energy of melanin or emotions or the internal world or the subconscious world or the moon, right? Anything feminine is going to evolve with that cosmic womb because it's connected. While the 9 is the mental, the masculine energy, that is going to evolve physically. It's going to be more of the physical process. You know what I mean? The 9 energy, that's the masculine energy, and that will physically evolve. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. Then it says, everything stands still when time slows down. Feel the vibration in each and every sound. So everything stands still when time slows down. So when there is no time, aka existence, because existence is the calculation from the beginning to the end, or transformation. That is time. That's why time is in a circle. It's not a linear. Time is not linear. Time is a circle. Is a cycle. That's why you see the clock is a cycle. Just like the sun is a cycle and the moon is a cycle. Everything is a form of cycles. You cannot escape the womb. You can never escape it. You know what I'm saying? It's very important because I feel like a lot of teachings is based on linear. It's based on the masculine principle when the feminine principle is the closest thing to this cosmic universal law, is the closest thing to this cosmic universal mathematics and uh and creation and patterns. So we have to know that. um and then it says, first create the space of your liking and observe greatness. The path may be treacherous and narrow, but never digress. So you have to create the space of your liking. Space is just frequency. Once, what frequency are you in? What is frequently on your internal state? What are you frequently doing? What are you frequently thinking and feeling? That is your frequency. Then you got the vibration. That is when you start to bring it alive. That is what life is. Life is vibration. Life is vibration, the feminine principle. Then you got the masculine, which is death. Okay, that is when you got the time. Death is time. So once you have something that starts and has an ending, that's death, which is the masculine energy, which is the sun. Because I feel like a lot of, and shout out to all the teachers out there in teaching and stuff like that in the conscious community, but you have to always realize that there will be no consciousness without subconscious, the subconscious world. So there will be no light without darkness. There will be no physical plane of existence without the internal plane of existence. You know what I'm saying? The internal plane of existence is just mimicking the cosmic womb, or if you want to call it the spirit. And it's giving birth to something, just like the cosmic womb gave birth to the feminine principle. The feminine principle is giving birth to the masculine principle. You know what I'm saying? So any form of cycles that is stagnant, or if you want to call it reincarnation, will be based on the sun, because the sun is the flesh. The sun is the physical plane of existence. That is what is physical and tangible. The matter, the atom, the tomb. That's why the tomb is death, right? It's right there. Because I feel like a lot of time people teach and they might mix it up. They might mix it up and say the moon is what keeps you in a cycle or keeps you in a certain state. No, is the moon does not move in a linear existence. The moon moves in cycles and circles. The sun is what is linear and restricted. You know what I'm saying? It's the physical plane of existence, the light. Then it says, the path may be treacherous and narrow, but never digress. Good things happen to those who, yeah, sorry. The path may be treacherous and narrow, but never digress. So treacherous and narrow is very linear. That is the path. That is the physical plane of existence. That's when you start experiencing things. That's why your experiences may be treacherous. It may be narrow. You know what I mean? Some of us come into this life living life on cruise. Some of us come into this life living it in the form of middle ground, cruise and turbulent. And once you master both aspects of yourself, that is when you know how to tolerate all forms of weather. You got all four corners of the earth now because you know how to work on your chaos and you also know how to work on your order. So whatever comes your way, you are very adaptable. You know how to move and maneuver through things, and you master those things very easily and very quickly. And then you can become a teacher and start teaching other people. You know what I'm saying? Um, it says, good things happen to those who wait their turn. The travel is a marathon, therefore enjoy the ride before it's gone. Good things happen to those who wait their turn because everything's a cycle. So whatever you throw out into existence is going to come back to you. And if you don't physically get it back, physical, tangible ways, you're going to get it back energy ways. So if you give something to somebody and they don't give you something back physically, energy wise, you're still gonna get something back out of them. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna get that energy back, and you're gonna feel very fulfilled and feel very strong. And then it says, yeah, the travel's a marathon, therefore enjoy the ride before it's gone. You know, because everything's like, see, when you blink your eyes, that is you taking a photo, aka putting it and storing it into your subconscious storage. Just like when you take a camera picture and it captions a certain photons, that atoms, that physical plane of existence, what happens automatically? Boom, it goes straight into your subconscious. Or physically, you got a photo now that you can physically always come back to and see. That's what, see, like I said, we are the physical representation of technology. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to always work on your energy forms within, because that's what life is. Life is within. And that is platform of elevation. Now let's get to the next poem. The next poem is the opening of opportunities. Creativity brings forth a youthful look. Make your living testimony an open book. Be grounded in all your practical activities. Remain balanced, and you shall never observe any iniquities. Expand all boundaries to reach a new plateau. Shine your abilities instead of keeping life in the shadows. Remain relentless in the face of opposition, and you shall give birth to a new composition. And that is the opening of opportunities. Now it says, creativity brings forth a youthful look, make your living testimony an open book. Get some water real quick. Creativity brings forth a youthful look. Make your living testimony an open book. Hmm. Creativity comes from you having a creative mind, having something to be inspired about. Inspiral, that's you creating that imagination, that spark that comes from within. Creativity is what replenishes your blood. The more creative you are in whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter. It can be dancing, skateboarding, the way you can come up with new tricks on how to skateboard. You know what I mean? How to surf, new tricks on how to surf that people have never seen before. That is you replenishing your blood. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, eating is a form of replenishing, but that is something that is already existed. It's already been in the physical plane. So it might do it physically, but if you really want to replenish your blood, you have to be creative. You have to be really, you have to dive deep into that source of creativity, which is a endless fountain of energy, of creativity. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I would say don't get lost into the physical things, because sometimes the physical things can be deceiving, right? Um, the light can be deceiving sometimes because certain people might look a certain way physically, but internally and spiritually, they're way more than what they are. You know what I mean? That's why it says in the Bible, some of us are in this world, but we're not of this world. You know what I mean? So there are certain people that walks amongst you that you don't actually know who they are. You know what I mean? And these people are really not of this world. You know what I'm saying? And you might realize like, oh, okay, I've been treating this person certain way, and I didn't know how important they are actually based off existence and how they really what they're really here to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Bible, that's what the Bible was talking about with because even in the Bible it talks about like extraterrestrials and giants and things like that and Nephilims. You know what I mean? Like the Bible talks about things like that. Like these are beings that walks amongst us. And you might not know till you actually get to know these people actually. So that's why certain people look the way they look, or they think and speak the way they speak. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important that we are always finding something creative about yourself. Because the day that you lose that creativity and you try to steal from other people is the day that you start to deteriorate. And you're always going to need something outside of you as a form of energy to keep you alive. But that can only keep you alive for so long until eventually that energy that you even stole is eventually going to have to go back to that person anyway. And then what do you have now? You have nothing. You know what I mean? You have nothing from the beginning. And it's going to stay like that till you actually start being creative for yourself and you actually get up and do something for self. And that is the only time you actually start to look youthful. And then it says, make your living testimony an open book. So, like I've said, your physical body is like the pen, and your experience is you writing your fortune and your experiences into existence. You are the pen, and you're experiencing certain things. The way you speak to people, the way you interact with people, the way you have certain things in your life and in your mind, and what you're creating in your reality. That is you writing things into existence. That is you writing things into a book, the book of life, which is life. Like I said, life is within. You know what I mean? This physical plane of existence is the death, because this is the expiration. That's why it's always changing. It's always changing. You know what I'm saying? Then it says, be grounded in all your practical activities, remain balanced, and you shall never observe any iniquities. Be grounded in all your practical activities. So whatever you're doing physically concentrate on that. If it's something you're trying to achieve into this life, that is what you need to be grounded on and bring it into reality base. Because the more you come into ground, the more things are physically intangible. And the more things you go up is more non-tangible. But it's still existing. It's just more in a non-tangible world. It's just more in the non-tangible existence. So whatever you see physically that is existing here is also in the heavens. You know what I'm saying? And the heavens is its own world. There are actual entities and beings out there, and there are certain people who are very popular in that world, very, very massive and very well known in that world. They might not be known that much in the physical, but in that world, they're very well known and they're very well loved. Um, and they're very well taken care of. So when they come here in the on the earth, they you know what I mean, they can interact with other people too, because they know how to mingle with other people. They know how to connect to other people. And then it says, yeah, expand all boundaries to reach a new plateau. Shine your abilities instead of keeping it in the shadows. It's very important that you're shining. It's very important that you love yourself and you know how to utilize both energies of the moon, internal work, and the sun, the external work, shining, being the main center of attention. There's time for both aspects of existence. You know what I'm saying? And then it says, remain relentless in the face of opposition, and you shall give birth to a new composition. So you got to remain relentless. You know what I'm saying? You got to always know that everything in existence is there for a reason. Nothing is existing by accident. I repeat, everything in existence is there for a reason. Nothing is there by accident. There is no such thing as accidents in existence. Everything's playing accordingly. It's like a musical harmony, and it's always playing. It's like a musical vibration that's always playing, and it never stops. It's the vibration. It's the music of Sorry, it's the music of existence. That's what it is. The music of existence, and it's a very beautiful song if you can listen to it spiritually. You know what I mean? You have to be in a certain vibration though, because if you're not in a certain vibration, you won't be able to hear the music. You won't be able to hear the chord, and you might think that it's a physical thing that you have to create, but you cannot physically create this music. You have to spiritually be there, and your titles and the physical things that you have is not what dictates who can listen to that music and who can listen to that song. It's based on your spirit, and that is very important. So you have to start replenishing your spirit and replenishing your soul to be able to hear that music. And once you hear that music, everything will start to be beautiful in your life. Everything will start to be beauty. You just all you'll see is beauty, and people will see you as beauty. You know what I mean? Because you're in the energy of that beauty energy. So once you're beautiful inside, because you're listening to that beautiful vibration, you actually start to look beautiful outside of you also. And people will love that too. People will be gravitating towards your energy. But it has to be something that's done internally and spiritually. So yeah, guys, that is the opening of opportunities. Hope you guys gained something new from those poems and we learned something new and grew together. Always find the beauty in yourself. And once you find the beauty in yourself, you will stand out. You know what I'm saying? And you'll stand out and you'll love yourself and you always will. So until next time, guys, I'll catch you soon.